I'm here with Rob and Kert, and we're at the GHTA conference. First day, any aha moments that came out of any of the morning or afternoon presentations?
Absolutely. One of the things for sure is I just feel a much stronger sense of community for the whole industry than I felt for a long time, which is just wonderful.
Yeah.
The vendors, the reps, the manufacturers, the suppliers we're all in this together. And that's been really wonderful. People are listening and thinking and hearing, so I thought that was great.
It wasn't that way 5, 10, 15 years ago, was it?
No. There was always this sort of,
us against them.
Us against them kind of animosity. So that's been fabulous, which is we need each other. It's very symbiotic, and we understand that what drives a vendor drives a rep, and we all are talking to each other in a really concrete and very constructive way.
Which is amazing, actually, that we've, as an industry, are getting much better at this, really being in it together. Collaboration, right? Like getting the stakeholders together. When you sort of step back from the industry and just think about growth in general, growth in your company, growth in vendors of yours, growth in retailers, making growth happens has, they're growth killers and they're growth nutrients. When you think of a growth killer, like something that kills the idea before it can even be born, right?
Be born. I guess the biggest challenge, I think, in the industry, what I see changing is that there's so many ways for consumers to get product. Between Shein and Temu and Faire and Amazon, like every retailer has had to and still continues to learn how to live in an Amazon world. We have to learn how to live in a Faire world. Vendors have to learn how to live in a Temu world. And then you've got sort of the globalization, which has good and bad. We catch a cold, China gets pneumonia, China gets pneumonia, we catch a cold. There's so many interconnections that make it a more complicated game. But in the end, I've been doing this for 42 years, scary as that is, and I will never underestimate the desire for Americans to buy stuff. And it's the oldest profession in the world, which is trade. It's not,
it's the second oldest profession.
You're selling something. You want a service, I'm giving you a product. You give me cash, I give you a service. I give you a product. You have a cow, I've got chicken. You want eggs, I want milk. We're making transactions happen in ways that, so I think it's just about us being creative and not afraid and feeling the fear and doing it anyways, and continuing to find ways to connect people and make transactions happen. That won't ever go away. People want stuff and people want to connect with people, but it is a very complicated environment, and I think we're all recognizing that. So.
And I think that's one of the things that I love about this conference. I've been coming for over a dozen years. It forces, at what you say, feel the fear and do it anyway. It forces different stakeholders, buyers and sellers and middle men and women that are trying to get there's fear,
reason, and there's obstacles, and there's a million. Like I said, that you just have to keep looking forward. You can look at all the. There's always a reason why things are going to fail, and then you just got to figure out get around the obstacles. What can I do that I are in my circle of influence to get around these pain points? Because there's pain points, but there's also opportunity. So I actually feel very encouraged. That generally is my spirit, but also I think. Innovation that was the buzzword. I actually was making jokes about, let's count how many times the word innovation is, and I'm not so sure that all of the speakers were that innovative. But I am walking away feeling like we've got the spirit for innovation.
Rock on.